drive 110. We can go a little bit higher at 120. 7.4 liter consumption until now. Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video. Today we are inside the brand new Dacia Jogger. This is the extreme version, is the pure petrol version 110, and I want to give you some technical data before we start driving. And also I want to tell you that this video, it's special because we will check and test the consumption. So it's all about consumption test. We will go on the highway, we will drive a little bit in the city, and we will see in real life what kind of consumption we can get. It's almost winter, it's December here, and I will show you also how many degrees are outside and all that stuff. Let me start the engine. We have also the manual transmission, but I give you in the second more details. We will drive only in eco mode so you can make an idea. Also, I want to give you the numbers or how many degrees are outside. 8 degrees are outside. And let me give you some technical data about the car, and then we will start driving. So as I said before, it comes with a 1 liter petrol engine, 110 horsepower, 200 Newton meters, 3 cylinders in line. It's a front wheel drive, and it can do 0 to 100 in 10.5 seconds, and the top speed 183 km per hour. 5.6 liter is the estimated consumption. We will see if we can beat that, and 127 grams CO2 emission. Other than that, I don't think it is important for you because I said a lot of technical data in the review video and in the normal test drive, so check that video out. There are 2 videos, separate video about those things, so check them out. Also, now let's reset the consumption. You can see in the middle right there. And now let's drive, guys. It comes with a manual transmission, 6-speed manual transmission, so that's also something to keep in mind when we will end up this video, so you can make a better idea what was the consumption. I said before that this is the extreme version, and it comes with such a lovely seats. I really love those seats from extreme version. So if you get the car and if you have some extra money, I definitely recommend you to go for those seats because they are so comfortable and they feel much better quality and they look much nicer. And even the dashboard here have the same kind of Alcantara feeling. It's not Alcantara, but it feels like Alcantara here, or it's Alcantara, I don't know, I'm confused. And also on the doors here, pretty cool. Anyway, we are in eco mode. The eco mode is activated, and also I will leave the start stop system activated as well, so the car will engage the start stop system. So for example, right now when you stay at traffic signs, the car can stop the engine in order to reduce the consumption. The climatic system, it's off completely because inside the car, outside are 9 degrees right now. It's pretty pleasant. I mean, it feels quite nice. I'm in t-shirt inside the car and the temperature is quite pleasant. I don't feel like I need the heating or the cooling in this moment, so we will just do it like that. So we will see, because I think most of the time in the summer, of course, maybe you will use the climatic system when it's super hot, and in the winter you will use the heating. But most of the time I think you can drive without the climatic system on if you want to drive economical, and that we will try to do in this video. And we have also activated the eco mode, so the power will be slowly given by the car. Excepting that, the car, it's crazy spacious. I mean, the space in the back, not only that you can use for your family, but you can use it also for your business. You can even sleep in the back. I have the sleeping pack on, and I'm planning to make a full review with it. So if you want to see it, next day is on the channel. Stay close, or check out, maybe probably the video it's already online. If it's not already online, stay close, because we'll come
meters, turn right.
We'll come next days. So stay close. I want to turn off this cancel route. It's so easy to use also the navigation system, and I like how they place it here. They position it just perfectly like that, and I see on the new Dacia Duster before was down here, if I remember well, and you have to always look a little bit lower, but now they position it on the new Dacia Duster also up like that, and it's so good, the position here, because you look, it's on your peripheral view, and then you look on the right side and you see perfectly here all the information about the navigation or the car. And also the great part is that we have wireless connectivity for iPhone and Apple phones. So how cool is that? Wireless, and it works really fine, man. It works so good. I will show you, I will make a separate video with that so you can see it there, but it's so good. It's really better than much more expensive cars. So this is I really appreciate on Dacia, and first time Dacia bring wireless connectivity on Duster, and it was so good, and then they take it out because they have some problem with supplying some chips and stuff like that. Was that Corona and problem, and then now they start to bring it back on all the models from now on, and it's so good, it's so reliable. So great job. I like that. Other than that, you can use the voice command, for example, so you can... How many degrees are outside today?
The high temperature today will be 8 degrees Celsius and the low will be 3 degrees Celsius.
How cool is that? I mean, you don't need a Mercedes-Benz to have all this technology in the car. You just paid 20,000 euro for this car. Crazy, man. I love the seats. I have to tell you, the seats are super comfy, and you have so much space in the back there, and you have this technology like you have it on your phone. So sometimes it's much better than the navigation is much better on this phone, and on Google you have even Google Map than you have on much more expensive premium cars that didn't use the Google Map. Now when it comes to sound insulation at low speeds, it's relatively fine. From 1 to 10 I will give it 7. For the suspension the same, 7. It's quite fine. I don't want to stay behind that truck. It will make my car dirty, and then I have to make the review, and then people ask me why your car is dirty. That's why, because it gets dirty fast. Why you don't wash your cars? Because I don't have time to wash it like from every hour. Anyway, even in eco mode the car have plenty of power. You saw it right here. I didn't drive eco at all, I just tried to accelerate, but pretty good. I mean, you have enough power in the car. We try some engine brake, and I like how easy you can go into the gears with this gear shifter. It's so easy to change the gears. It's crazy easy, and I like that. I really appreciate that. So even if it's a manual transmission, it's super easy to go into the gears, and it make your life easier. And the advantages, for those of you that didn't know, with the manual transmission is that the cost of the manual transmission, in case it's broke, it's much more lower, and also the consumption can be lower if you know how to drive with manual transmission. If you know when to change the gears, if you know how to change the gears and how to drive, you can get very good consumption from the car. You can see right now we have around 85 km/h, and the sound insulation is quite good. I like also the pedals. The pedals of the car are great. This is how not to cross pass other cars. Don't do that, never, no matter what happened, because he was having a lot of space on the left side to pass other cars, but doing like this type of stuff don't get you nowhere. Now we can go in the 6-speed, and we can go a little bit higher. We can go up to probably 110. you can see when you are in eco mode, the car doesn't want to give you the power. It kind of from 110, it gives you really slow the power. Now we go downhill, but usually it gives you the power super slowly. You start to hear a little bit of wind noise over 120. And also it's quite windy outside today. But the way it stays on the road, it's very good. I just want to drive normal speed limit, and we will see in the end what will be the consumption. Like we drive on the highway 120, then we get back in the city a little bit, and then we will see in the end what was the consumption. Very good visibility outside as well, all around the windows. The car comes also with cruise control, so you can activate it from the steering wheel here. You have speed limiter and you have the cruise control down here, so you can actually set the speed and the car will hold the speed for you. It comes with a radar in the front, but doesn't have the autopilot or adaptive cruise control. It comes only with emergency brake, so it has some safety features on the car. Also blind spot technology in the corners, so those safety features are very welcome. And I saw that on the new Dacia Duster will come also with some new safety features that are quite welcome, and I'm looking forward to see that car as well. Now we get a little bit of traffic, so we get out of the highway, we stay a little bit here. So it's a good test. 7.3 liter until now consumption, just to make an idea. And most of the trip was on the highway. Also, it's good that this goes super easy into the gears, and the pedals are quite smooth and nice, and that make your life easier. And to be honest, they place so good, this screen here. It's so good place in the perfect position. And if I'm not wrong, it's also a little bit tilted to the driver. Yes, it is a little bit tilted to the driver, not too much, but just slightly, that the driver to have an edge when it comes to looking in the multimedia screen. And in the same time you can see the passenger can see as well, but the edge is to the driver, and this is how all the multimedia screen should be. Tilted slightly to the driver, so the driver can see what happened there, because he will look most of the time there. .5 liter. Here we will lose a little bit of energy because we have this stop and go traffic, and as you probably know, most of the diesel and pure petrol engines will perform really worse in this kind of condition. Stop and go are the worst condition for a petrol or diesel pure. If this was the hybrid, full hybrid version 140, in this traffic it will perform the best, because most of the time, I mean probably all this port will drive only in electric mode, and then you save all that petrol. But nah, because of that you just have to stay in traffic, and sometimes it start to be a little bit annoying using this start stop engine function. You know, like the engines have to start 1000 times. You can deactivate it from here, and from now on you don't have to stop the engine every time you stop, for example with the car. And it's okay to have this option, and it's really easy to turn on and off. So for example, right now the engine will stay on, so you can start easily and you don't feel that vibration like all the time when the engine will stop and start. I said that also in the test drive, in the proper test drive. I said, and I say again, if I would buy this Jogger, I will go with the hybrid version. Definitely I will pay a little bit extra to have that function, that automatic transmission, and to have the possibility to drive a little bit in electric mode, at least in the city or in the traffic, because it make your life much more easier, and it's kind of prolong the life of a lot of elements inside the car, including the engine, the ICE engine, the petrol engine. So yeah, this is my thought about the car and the powertrains that the car come with. Now also in the curves it stays quite fine. It's managing to do a great job. .6 liter. .6 liter is the estimated consumption, and we will see if we can manage to do that. Probably you can do that, but in perfect conditions, like no traffic and driving in Switzerland or in Germany, on some streets that are not so full of traffic. You can go up here, need to accelerate a little bit, change the gears. Go back again on the highway. Drive 110, we can go a little bit higher at 120. .4 liter consumption until now. So have to go out here on the next. On the next exit right here we have to go out. 6.8 liter, it's going lower. I think if you drive most of the time at 80 km per hour and you don't go on the highway with high speeds, you can get some good consumptions. Now we go back in the city so we can simulate a little bit of city driving. Yeah, you know, Dacia in the last years grow a lot and they start to bring cars that are much more reliable, much more beautiful, much more practical, and they still manage to keep the prices relatively low. So I think it's still a great buy. I mean, no matter which model you will get, I still think Dacia, it's a great buy. It's one of the car that bring you the best buck for your money. You know, like it's really still really affordable. And also here are a lot of bumps and holes on the ground and manholes covered, and it's managed to do quite well. You see, over the big bump, these big speed bumps, then you feel a little bit of stiffness from the suspension, but overall it feels great. .6 liter. Oh my god, we go close to 1 liter away from the estimated consumption. But I want to also point out something. The car is brand new, it's almost brand new, so that means when the car is brand new, the first 5,000 kilometers, the consumption usually it's much more higher, and outside it's quite cold, I should say. So for the engine it's a little bit colder. So that probably adds half liter to the consumption, to the overall consumption. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So now back into the traffic with the manual transmission is the dream of drivers. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Driving in India, it's so nice. Romania, it's the same as in India. It's like crazy traffic. And in France, in Paris, it's the same. It's crazy. When I was in Paris, I think last year, and driving there in Paris in the center was like crazy. You prefer to go to walk than drive there. It's so crazy. It's like incredible. They never respect any rule. It's just chaos. Here it's good in comparison. 6.7 liter until now consumption. So It's not bad. One liter away from the estimated consumption. Here we have to slow down a little bit because there are so big bumps on the road. And let's see how it's managed. Yeah, okay. Man, it's so easy to change the gears. I like it. You can get so fast use with it, and then you change it super easy. 6.7 liters. Not bad. I like that. Let me go left here. Actually, I want to go like that. 6.7. I like it. If you anticipate the traffic, if you know when to change the gears exactly, you can get a very good consumption also. I'm really curious to make a comparison. Actually, I'm not sure. If you look on my channel, guys, right now, if you want to make the comparison consumption test, the hybrid version with this one, I don't remember if I did the consumption test with the hybrid version, but if I did, I'm really curious to see what was the consumption and what will be the consumption with this one in the end. So take a look there to see if you want to see the difference, because I will look after. I'm really curious to see what, if the hybrid bring better consumption or this manual transmission. Will be interesting to make the same the trip on the same roads, so we will see exactly what will be the consumption. Here it's a very crowded area where usually people work. It's like office area, and there are so many people every day excepting the holidays. Or you see the sensors, the parking sensors are working, and we have to look from the tram. .6 liters. You can see a nice graphic here that shows you which sensors are activated. It's great. It has 6 sensors on the front, 6 on the rear, and a reverse camera. So from this point of view, even if it's a bigger car, you're more than fine when you have to park or go in small spaces with the car. I didn't drive with manual transmission for a long time, so I need a little bit of time to get used with. But I think someone that drives it daily or some professional can get even better consumption than me using this manual transmission. But I'm just driving like a normal person, average person that drive a manual transmission, and in this way we can see exactly what it's also the consumption. So almost done with the consumption. 6.7 liters. This is just 1 liter away from the proper WLTP estimated, so definitely make a lot of sense. I think it's really reachable. So 6.7 liter. Let me park here and then we will end up this video. The camera just stopped, I think, because of the battery. It's almost done and you can park it that easy. 6.7 liter, guys, check it out. Right there in the front. Yeah, the battery was almost dying, but the camera stopped because of overheating. So 1 liter away from the estimated consumption. From my point of view, make a lot of sense, because I told you it's a brand new car. Until 5,000 kilometers, the consumption will be a little bit higher on all new cars. And then outside it's quite cold, probably that's why we can add half liter, or we can go lower with half liter. But in general, I think make a lot of sense. This was the consumption in real life conditions. Now if you use the climatic system or heating system, probably the consumption will be higher. Not sure to tell you how much higher, probably half liter, probably 1 liter, something like that, or between there. But that was the consumption test. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get some useful information from here. Don't forget to check out the test drive video where I give you more feedbacks about the driving, and also the full review video where we talk about the interior, exterior, technical data, material quality, space in the back, and also the new sleeping pack that you can get on this new Jogger. So for more details, I wait you on those videos. So stay safe. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys, to all of you that watching my videos. Stay safe and see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.